most people thought that Harley Davidson was gonna raise prices, they're lowering them, which is awesome. The 2026 models are here, and I have everything you need to know about Harley Davidson's 2026 lineup, colors, prices, amongst a few other things. Welcome back to another video. We got some huge news for you guys. We got some huge news! Right here in this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys all the brand new colors, updates when it comes to pricing. Guess what? Harley Davidson dropped their prices on bikes. Can you believe it? I can't even believe it. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are gonna be happy about that. I don't wanna talk too much. Let's just dive into this. I think we can start with the most important thing in this video, which is gonna be the Harley Davidson Solo Package. That's what they're calling it for 2026. Now, what is the Solo Trim Package, you may ask? Well, there's three bikes that Harley Davidson is doing something with this year, calling it a Solo Trim Package. You have the 2026 Street Bob, the 2026 Heritage, and then the 2026 Street Glide. Now, this new thing is supposed to give you guys, us, the customer, a brand new experience when it comes to purchasing a bike at a lower cost. I said that, right? You guys heard me? I said lower cost. Can't believe I just said that. Let's start off with one of my favorite bikes, the Street Bob. You guys already know that the Street Bob is pretty much a stripped down beast. It's a light, bobber-esque bike. You can do so much to that bike. It comes with the classic Milwaukee 117. That thing rips. Now, what you don't know is that this year, you're gonna be able to get that bike for $14,000. Yeah, you heard me right. $14,999 to be exact. It's $1,000 below standard. And you must be asking yourself, well, why is this bike cheaper now? The bike is gonna come with cast aluminum wheels, a solo seat, a dark billiard gray paint, which is different this year. They changed the billiard paint from last year, so now this year they make it a little bit darker. It looks a lot nicer in my opinion. The bike is gonna come with a chrome finish, obviously the Milwaukee 117. Comes with riding modes, and then one of my favorite things, the rider safety enhancements. When I rode this bike this year, 2025, but the 2026 model is gonna have pretty much the same things. The bike just feels amazing, and being that it's so light, so nimble, just anything about it. I posted a few videos on that, highlighting all the rider safety enhancements as well, a ride and review. I'll probably link one of those videos at the end so you guys can check that out. Now, like I mentioned, this is the Solo Trim Package. So what does that exactly mean? That means that this bike is only gonna come with a seat for the rider, so no pillion seat. It's not gonna come with rider pegs. And I think that's pretty much it. And then you're gonna be getting the new base dark billiard gray paint. That's it. So they're knocking off $1,000 for you. The Street Bob, in my opinion, is one of the coolest bikes. It's probably one of the coolest classic looking bikes. That, and also the next bike that we're gonna be talking about, which is the Heritage. You look at that bike from afar, it could be in the shadow. You don't need to see all the details, but from a distance, you could just look at the shape, the lines, and you can tell it's a Harley Davidson. It just has a classic retro feel to it. It's a cool looking bike. I absolutely love that bike. Now, the next bike, which is the 2026 Harley Davidson Heritage. The classic Heritage is gonna come with a, drum roll please, $2,000 cheaper this year on the Heritage. Now, that to me sounds appetizing. With a total of $19,999. Now that's big. If the Street Bob was $1,000 cheaper, this bike now, the Heritage, is $2,000 cheaper. In my opinion, also one of the coolest bikes that Harley Davidson has on their lineup. It's a little, smaller touring bike, if you could say, just on a lighter chassis. And you have the option with the bags to tour. Really comfortable bike. I like the riding triangle on the Heritage as well. It feels great. It delivers such a smooth power. But if you really want to get on the bike, you can kind of really get on it and get a full taste of what the Milwaukee 8 has to offer. Now, the Heritage is going to come with cast aluminum wheels, a solo seat. Once again, this is the Solo Trim Package, so a solo seat is what you're getting. Also in that dark billiard gray paint. the Milwaukee 117, riding modes, and as well as the rider safety enhancements. Now, you are getting this bike $2,000 cheaper. What are you not getting on it? Well, you're only going to get a solo seat. You're not going to get the windshield in the front. What happens with the windshield is that is detachable. A lot of people tend to take it off. They don't want to ride with the windshield all the time. But if you want to add a windshield, you could just buy one. So you're only going to get a solo seat, no windshield, and obviously no passenger pegs because it's the solo trim. The solo trim is basically telling you, hey, this is solo for you, solo, Spanish, single, one person. That's it, you're riding. Now, if you want to add a pillion seat or a two-up seat, you can go ahead and do that. For the most part, we all know that we all change our seats out. So to me, this is kind of a win-win situation. These are things that we kind of add or change out most of the time, and you're getting the bike cheaper, which is awesome. Now, last but not least, and I can't believe this was one of the bikes on here, which is the 2026 Harley Davidson Street Glide is getting a price cut as well. You're also going to be getting $2,000 off this bike for 2026. Yeah, you heard me right, $2,000 off a 2026 Street Glide. The price is $24,999. With that, you're gonna get the cast aluminum wheels, solo seat, dark billiard gray paint, chrome finish, the Milwaukee 117, Skyline iOS infotainment, riding modes, and then as well as the rider safety enhancements. This to me is a hell of a deal for anyone wanting to get into a touring bike because, like I said before, most of us always change out the stock seat. We don't keep a stock seat. Stock seats to me are they kind of suck. You know what else is something that we all been switching out a lot? All our pegs, because we all want everything to be kind of color matched. A lot of us who customize bikes, we just switch everything out. So do I care if I'm not getting a two-up seat on this bike? No. Do I care that if I'm not getting rider packs from a passenger? No. These are all little things, and the bikes are cheaper. It's awesome. So this is pretty much the solo trim package. Super excited about this. I mean, we're talking about 2026. When most people thought that Harley Davidson was gonna raise prices, they're lowering them, which is awesome. So I right now, type down in the comments, let me know what you think about this right now, about the prices. Were you expecting this, or were you expecting them to go higher? And while you're at it, if you are enjoying this video so far, do me a favor and hit that like button. It just helps the algorithm out. Boom, 1 second, takes not even. Now that all wraps up the solo trim package. I really want to see this paint in person, the dark billiard. I wasn't a huge fan of last year's base color, but I feel like this one, it's a little darker, because it looks better in pictures already. And then talking about paint, let's go into the other option right now, where we're going to be talking about paint for this year, new paint schemes for the bikes. Some really cool stuff. I think they kind of stepped it up from last year. From what I'm seeing here right now, it looks really good. Let's start off with the 2026 paint palette. We have black denim, vivid black, dark billiard gray, which is what we were just talking about, white onyx pearl making a comeback, iron horse metallic making another comeback, another paint that I really love from the 2025 models. I'm happy that they're bringing it back for 2026. It's a beautiful, beautiful paint. If you haven't seen it in person, stop by a dealership. It looks nice in the light, it looks nice in the dark. It's just a real nice paint. Billiard Red making a comeback. And then new for this year, we have Blood Orange. Blood Orange looks sick. So it's more like the orange that you see on the King of the Baggers bikes. So it's a darker orange, not too bright. It says it in the name, it's Blood Orange. It looks good. Now we're gonna have another new paint for this year, which is Aurora Blue Denim. For you denim fans right there, this one to me, I think sounds pretty cool. From the pictures, it also looks really good as well. Next we have Olive Steel Metallic, which is also new. Then we have Purple Abyss, new for this year. I know for 2025 we have Purple Abyss, but that one came in the matte color. I wasn't too crazy about that color, but now that it's not matte, I'm pretty sure it is gonna look a lot nicer. Moving on, we have Teal Thunder, which is awesome. I'm really happy that they're kind of bringing the teal back again. I think it was 2020, 2021, when they had the teal color. I fell in love with this teal Road Glide, which was the original Road Glide I was gonna get before I got the red and black one that I bought. Absolutely beautiful color. I still see it from time to time out there, and it's just a beautiful color. So teal's back for this year. This is Teal Thunder though, so it's a bit different. Moving on, we have two more two-tone colors this year, which look impeccable. They look beautiful. I'm gonna be showing you guys a bunch of pictures here as well. So you got that Olive Steel Metallic and Vivid Black, which looks, to me, probably one of my favorite combinations that I've seen in the past few years. And then you're gonna have another two-tone color, which is the Teal Thunder and Vivid Black, which these two right here, they look really, really good. Really nice combination. From what I see in the pictures and the videos right here, it just all mesh so well together. The way the lines flow throughout the bikes, and it's just beautiful, beautiful paint. I mean, just look at that Road Glide in that two-tone Olive Steel Metallic color and Vivid Black. It looks so good. It looks something custom that you would, pay to get done. It looks so nice. And then even the Teal Thunder. If I had to pick between one of these, I probably would go for the Olive Steel over the teal, just because the teal is really cool, but it's like super, super out there. But the Olive Steel is like a little bit more subtle, but very, very custom at the same time. I like more of that type of feel, but they both look great. Now you are gonna have this paint option on multiple bikes, so you guys could go on the website now, play around with whatever you want to see and whatever you like, and see how those bikes look. Now, something very important. This is just chapter one. Harley Davidson is doing something different this year, right? So we're gonna get some new colors right now, some new stuff with the solo trim that they're doing. This is all part of chapter one. Chapter two is gonna be in January, and we can expect a lot more than this. A lot more. Chapter two is gonna be releasing on January 14th. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do this whole crazy launch like they always do, and then we're gonna be able to see a lot of cool stuff. Chapter 2 is gonna come with new products, so we're gonna see some new bikes, and I'm excited for. There's a new CEO. I want to see where this guy's gonna take the company, which way we're gonna be flowing. I'm really excited to see what these new products are about. I don't know about you, but this to me is a pretty solid start. We're already starting the 2026 model years with the solo trim packages, where you guys can get some of these popular bikes at a cheaper price. You're not really losing out on much, and you're saving yourself money. Chapter 2, we're gonna see new products, and that's just gonna be the beginning. So, in all honesty, I think 2026 is planning out to be a really, really good year. I think 26, a lot of things are gonna be changing. Anyways, what do you guys think about this so far? Chapter 1, cheaper prices, new paint jobs. Are you excited about this? Are you not? And are you pumped up for what's to come in January? Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more content like this, brand new stuff all the time, the latest and the best news to you first on this channel, all you're gonna do is subscribe. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends. Anyways, like always, let the force be with you. Ride safe and enjoy the ride, baby. Peace.